All right, all right. Serious business, Jim.
Yeah.
Serious business. Antisocial experience number 142. See, do.
Yeah.
That's the title. See, do.
Sea-Doo.
Not a sea-doo craft. Isn't that like a jet ski?
I was just going to say, yeah.
Sea-doo, when you put things together? Yeah, but this is SEEDO.
And I think Sea-Doo actually is derived from Ski-Doo, which is a snowmobile company.
Really?
Yeah,
That's badass.
I think
they probably make
that's what I'm saying. I think Sea-Doo.
Craft.
Yeah, I think that's where that came from. Ski-Doo's been around for a really long time, at least the 60s or 70s. So I assume that's where that came from.
Regardless, we got it. We're back, coming out live to you from the awesome eastern coast of the United States. Not it's any more awesome than anywhere else, but it happens to be where we are.
Yeah.
The eastern seaboard or something like that.
Yeah, I'm back from a 2-week hiatus of...
That's okay.
Yeah, trips and trips and trips.
It's kind of fitting. I'll tell you about it later. Like what's it called?
Yeah.
Regardless, some stuff's happened since the last time we actually did a show. Check the description also. I don't know why it's not on screen, but we have there's the number for direct call in, and then also if you want to connect up and listen, mute your mic, or you want to take part, we always have that running. Generally, if it isn't running, we'll say, or we won't mention it. But when it is, yeah. So clean feed, you need to have an internet connected device for that, or just dial in with a regular number. Stuff that has happened since the last time we did a show, which is kind of boggling. The one thing, the debates. Did you see that?
Well, my girlfriend and I caught we caught probably like the last 5 minutes of it, but like I saw the highlights and shit the next day, or what you would call the highlights,
right?
Of it, I guess,
like the highlight reel.
Yeah, of like Joe Biden saying, "Would you just shut up, man?" and stuff like that. You know, those highlights. Dude, that was embarrassing. That was embarrassing for a country.
Yeah, anytime old Joe would take and try to say something, Trump just kept cutting. I watched like,
dude, it was horrible. It was like a overprivileged kid or something. You know what I mean? Just like talking. I don't know. Like it just like.
I don't know either, man.
Yeah,
it happens though. You know what I mean? It's part of the process. I think it's antiquated and needs to do it differently.
Yeah, and like I was telling you before we went on air, like this next one, I guess, like I was saying, they're muting whoever's mic. Like,
so we're just not going to keep open mics the whole time?
No, the open mic
was
thing
that ever a good idea?
With him, probably not.
Never.
No.
But he's the president. He can do what he wants.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
so they say.
Okay, so there was that, and then Trump tweeted, and I can't promise you that this was word for word for word, okay? But he did end up saying something to the effect of, oh, what was it? Oh, it's okay, folks, go back to your lives as far as Corona, something to that effect. And then I don't know if that was before or after the whole thing about him having it.
Huh.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, I think that's why he tweeted it, because he got it, had it, and he's like, it's okay, no big deal, I've had it, go back to your lives.
Yeah, well, that's like he was like literally cured in 3 days, dude. Like, and that's why, like I told you before, like I think it was some sort of ploy. Like,
so what are you saying, ploy? Are you saying
like it was a scheme saying he had coronavirus for a couple reasons. One, was it a scheme to be like, hey, look, I got miraculously healed in 3 days. I have this badass vaccine I'm working on, and like keep me president. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or was it like, oh my God, I have the coronavirus. I can't keep up with these debates, or I'm shooting myself in the foot in these debates. And now, like, you know what I mean? They were talking about canceling them, this and that, or maybe a feel bad for me type thing. It could go 1,000 ways, really.
What about, wasn't Trump against science to a certain respect?
Science as a whole?
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I do know, I saw a couple people reacting to the debates. Like, they had their own videos that they had done.
Mm-hmm.
And this is old news by now. You got to understand we're 2 weeks behind.
Yeah.
We have flags and stuff.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is. But no, he had said, so I think it was him that had something to say about science, and other people were reacting to like the debates and just other videos about him having corona, and he's like, yeah, and thank God And like, God didn't do it. Science did it.
Yeah.
Like, science made that vaccine.
And I've always argued that too. Like I've always hated the baby or the doctor saves the baby's lives, and they're like, oh, thank God. I'm sorry, but no, thank that guy there. Okay,
Right.
Like I'm sorry, but like he did it.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I mean,
like, and I get it. Like the whole, like God put him on the earth to say, like I get that thinking, whatever. But no, man, like that guy should get the credit there.
yeah, he does. Yeah. I mean, God working with him. We don't know. We don't have proof. From what we have evidence, he definitely called in sick that day, and that doctor saved him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, God didn't make that doctor study all that stuff, and you know what I mean, learn how to fix the.
no, that's people that are
Yeah.
behind a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
But no, just could you imagine? Also, I don't think they can. No, if Trump was tweeting something preposterous, I mean, like downright, like
Ignorant or something like it.
well,
just-
causing a problem, like whatever, like threatening another country,
Yeah.
which I think he has done
I
on
think
Twitter.
Yeah, I'm pretty
But
sure
I
he
mean,
did it with
outright,
China.
like causing things to happen
Right.
that he had no business in, whatever. I think they could delete it, but I think they can't like delete the account, delete the tweets, or ban him or any of that because of being president.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because of the presidential office. I think you can't silence like an elected official like that.
Huh.
Well, at least the president.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, because on a local level, we saw what happened there with that Goss lady.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
never
that
heard
didn't
never
turn
heard.
out.
No, never heard another word from her.
Yeah, that was.
Dude, like honestly, like after that happened, like the borough building just straight closed. It hasn't been open since. Like,
Hey, that's.
yeah, it was just weird to me because like I walk by and like I always look and like it's always just still closed.
And we covered a little bit of this, and you got to wonder why. If of all the hills that you're gonna pick, really that one?
Yeah, I know.
That's your hill.
Yeah, that's the one you're standing on.
All right, man.
Yeah.
I won't fight you on that.
No, if that's the one you want, by God, have it.
It really is baffling sometimes. But
People are baffling.
imagine having to roll the president, and with what's going on, whether you believe COVID or not. Okay, there are numbers out there. People have gotten sick.
And people have died.
People die from other stuff too.
Right, absolutely.
I'm not saying whether it's real or not real. I don't have the evidence.
No, nor do I.
But being like tweeting out when you have a nation, have the world as a whole looking at you. You have for years because you had a Celebrity Apprentice show, but now you're president also.
Right.
And saying something like, it's okay, I've had it, go back to your normal lives. Whenever everybody's trying to do these things to prevent the spread of it, just telling people it's okay.
Right, but like in a sense too, how the hell are we supposed to go back to our normal lives when restaurants are still at 50% occupancy? People are still out of jobs. Like you can't just go back.
Yeah, one of our previous guests, I made contact with him to see if he wanted to come back on and do something. And he's like, right now I can't. I'm flooded, man. I'm working 2 jobs. Like 2 jobs that he could work because he couldn't do the one job that he was doing at the time when
Yeah.
the end of winter, spring, when Corona hit.
When the C word hit.
Yeah, the Rona.
Yeah. So wait, so he's not doing his normal job now, and
No,
then he just
he's working picked up two other jobs
just
that he could do to keep providing. Because as we know,
Was
the
this the
second
guest we
stimulus
had?
check isn't coming through. What's that?
It's not coming through at all.
Not that. Well, I think aren't the
From what I heard is that nothing's happened until after the election.
right.
That's okay. We're on the
Who
same
was it?
page. then.
Pelosi couldn't agree on anything.
Oh, see, I heard it was Trump saying I'm not doing shit till.
Well, because she couldn't agree. She wanted to
Yeah.
keep adding stuff in
No,
after the fact.
and that she always does. Like I'm not saying
Right.
she's a great person either, because I don't think she is. I'm not a big fan of hers either, man. I think she's overboard at times with things.
See, I think it's an important question to put out there. That what if literally, like, I don't know the ins and outs of it, but what if literally nobody voted?
That's what I wonder too. Like what happens?
They have
then?
the electoral vote and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like where that candidate's guaranteed that state, basically.
Mhm. Yeah, what is that? The Electoral College, right?
Right.
Right.
Collegiate college, something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I
Electoral
should probably
College.
educate myself more about this stuff before opening my mouth and inserting foot on it. But hey,
Yeah. I'm doing it too. I don't even vote. That's why I'm like every side you're bringing up. I'm like, I don't like them either. You know, I don't like any of them.
Jim, I've never seen somebody so unbiased.
Yeah, I just hate them all. Not one of them's good.
But no, just I couldn't imagine having that power and tweeting something out like that. Just go back to your life.
Yeah, like
That's insanity.
that's unresponsible.
Irresponsible.
Yeah, irresponsible. That's what I meant to say.
Above, man.
Yeah, it's just not.
I couldn't do it myself.
And people follow this man like he's a god.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like if he tweets it, they're like, oh, like just with like the whole. What were they injecting themselves with, Clorox or something?
Clorox?
Yeah, he said something. There was like a fish tank cleaner or something that he said worked or whatever right when Corona hit or whatever, and that couple ate a bunch of it and died.
Oh yeah.
Like all because you said something, because these people blindly follow you along, like blindly just follow whatever you say and do.
Well, I mean, just some past topics. I don't want to dig into it, but look at people that aren't even the president, that people follow and get them to do stuff with the miracle solution. That's industrial bleach to an effect.
Yeah.
And people drinking that, or the just the jelly juice. That was another one that was like a ridiculous amount of salt in water with fermented cabbage.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, she had
Yeah.
here for that, but she had sold that, like marketed that as it could cure all kinds of things. Like that weren't even curable. Yeah. Like stuff that wasn't even like, with fermented cabbage, salt, water, and I think something else.
I'll be damned.
But you have people that will follow people like that. Of course, people are going to follow a nation's leader.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. He needs to be more responsible for his power.
The other level of crazy shit going on that I've seen people doing, some people were rigging up like people were tired of their Trump signs being stolen. So they're rigging them up like they'll have a bunch of mouse traps along the backside of them, wire it up electrically so it's going to zap somebody.
Listen, man, there is a war going on in State College right now.
With what?
Trump and Biden signs. And like,
Really?
I'm talking.
Tell
like,
me more.
Okay, I'm talking like a war. So, like, as you know, I'm a delivery driver, so I am through State College Bellefonte
Everywhere.
every day, 6 times. I might go to State College Bellefonte 3-4 times a day.
You sing the wheels on the truck go round and round?
I do, or the Johnny Cash. I've been everywhere.
I've been everywhere, man.
Yeah,
Cool.
but literally, once you get down over the mountain, then like right before you get to the port turnoff,
Right.
there is a whole line of Trump flags. Like you literally go through a gauntlet of Trump flags on both sides of the hill. Okay. So once you get into state now, you get into State College, and all of a sudden, people are spray painting over Biden signs, like putting the cross buster, like keep calling it the Biden buster, putting the X with the line or the circle with the line through it over it, and then people spray painting Biden over top of Trump signs, and like this is going on like Toff Tree's golf course, like some pretty like. You know what I mean? It's not just somebody's yard.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's...
You're taking time out of your day to go spray paint
That's what I mean.
sign.
They're doing it in like public, like, you know what I mean? You get busted vandalizing Toff Tree's golf course, like, you're going to be in some deep shit, man. Like, they're not going to, like... like, they're not going to tolerate that. Like, there's a lot of money invested into that.
Not only that, when you're going on somebody's property, what are you going to do if they shoot you?
Right, and you're doing this all over spray painting somebody's presidential sign. You're doing it all over somebody's opinion. Like, stop and think about that. Like, is it worth it?
No, I don't think so, man. I can think of some better things to do.
Yeah, and it's called sitting on my couch.
Yeah, I couldn't put myself in the position to do that.
Never ever risk myself or anything like that to just fuck with somebody's stuff like that. That's just not in my human nature.
No,
I don't know. I just can't imagine going out of my way and being like, I'm taking out that sign.
Have you seen any reports of vandalism on like other than signs, like property?
Not necessarily like around
I haven't
here.
seen reports of, but I've seen a couple things just where people have done actual graffiti.
Oh, really? Like I've seen people like signs stolen.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of that, but
signs
nothing,
stolen. People get tired of it. Like I said, they're booby trapping their signs.
And that's insane, man. Like
to put that much time and thought.
And like to hurt somebody over your Trump sign or your Biden sign. Like, come on, man. We're all people here under the same flag. We're under the same flag.
You go to space, okay, and look down and see our great glorious flat Earth. around, like whichever you believe. I don't want to exclude anybody, okay? And look down, you're not going to see any borders between the states. Those lines aren't really there.
No.
Like, they're not there. That's not
No.
a real thing that's happening. That's for representation when you're looking at a map, so you know whereabouts you are.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's obviously, state lines and whatnot. They got to have their, I mean, their lines drawn and stuff, but like they're not real lines, They're identified along the road with a sign that says "Welcome to Michigan" or
Ohio,
or yeah,
New York.
what's Michigan? Michigan was pure Michigan, and what was Ohio? Ohio was
Ohio welcomes you.
No, they changed it. It's like pure something now.
Oh,
It's,
really?
Yeah,
they
it's
got new signs. I'm going to have to take a trip to go see these signs because I saw it so many times.
No, dude, they're all new ones because when I first started traveling to Ohio 2 or 3 years ago all the time, it was, what you just said.
Ohio welcome.
Yeah. It's different now. It's like pure something.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, wow. But I think a lot of states got that because Pennsylvania's is different too. And I don't remember what it is either because we were like laughing about it on the way. I'm like, when the hell did they change all their slogans?
Yeah, right. That'd be crazy to figure out now. I wonder are they changing the plates too or no?
Not that I wear of, just not the plates, but like them taking the whole stickers and stuff away.
I know that, but
But that was just so they could.
How you
that's
have
how they can run all our plates all the time.
I don't know what's on a Jersey plate, New Jersey, and then like Florida. Don't they have like the state? Or no, Jersey's the state, I think.
Jersey's a yellow plate.
Is it?
Bright. That almost looks like New York plates.
Yeah, and then Florida has like the state with an orange or something.
Yeah, but it's a white plate.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy seeing those when I'm out driving. It's like, oh, that's where that vehicle's from.
Well, yeah, no, and it's cool. Like when we were coming back from Michigan, like I passed. So I think somebody passes from Arkansas, and one was from Arizona, and that's my buddy Jared who was with us. He's really from Arizona, and he was like, "Man, you gotta fucking drive ahead of you, yet." You know what I mean? Like,
then there's the classic one. Okay, whenever you're in town and somebody just like, there's only like at the one light by the Weiss Market's there.
Okay.
There's only one straight lane and there's 2 left turning lanes. So many times I'm cut off by people when in that right-hand left turning lane that just cut straight through. First thing I do is look at the plate. Almost every time it is out of state.
That's just like a damn lane in.
It's a bad design, man.
Well,
Bad design. We can't blame the people for not paying attention.
It's like a Clearfield lane that's just for CVS. That's a freaking DUI death trap.
For how many years was it to turn up over the hill?
That's what I mean. And then you're going to designate it's just CVS, and every time somebody gets it in, like I said, dude, it's literally a way to get people DUIs. You know what I mean? Or pull people over. Like,
hey, the county's got to make money too, Jim.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm all about, buddy.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, it's just like the whole sticker thing. Like, to me, that was just for the reason for them to run everybody's fucking plates all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Instead of being like, oh, he has a sticker. Now I have to actually run your plate to see, you know what I mean? If your registration's good, if everything's good.
Which is automatically done in most cases when they pull right up behind you.
Yeah, it's automatically done now, yeah.
I've had that happen quite a bit too, where I haven't been pulled over, but they've been right behind me. Like I'm talking about where headlights are about to disappear in my side mirrors.
Yep.
Can't see them.
Yeah, because they're running you.
Yeah, and then it backs off. I've had that happen quite a bit. Car checks out good. Probably not a problem. We're going to go do our job elsewhere.
Yep. Dude, you should see up at work. Like, oh my God, how many of them, like, we have that big parking lot up there because there used to be a car dealership in our building.
Yes.
Dude, so many like off to the side on their fucking computers. I bet you there's one sitting there at least 2 hours a day, every day.
Just doing their thing.
Just pull off and do their thing.
Nice.
Yeah, it's crazy. But what also like blows my mind is like they do it in the undercover cars too. And I'm like, well, this isn't very undercover of you.
What do you mean?
Well, like they're on their computers and stuff and they're like pulled over in my work parking lot, like in their undercover cars and stuff like that, but like I can walk right by and see you're a cop. So like, I don't know, but I guess if I'm not doing anything wrong, like what am I, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm not, like, obviously I'm at work, but I don't know. To me, I'm just like, well, that's not very undercover of you. If I could just look in and see you're not, you know what I mean? See you're a cop.
Right. I don't know.
But some of those cars, man, you'd never fucking know. You'd never even know. Like one girl, they pulled in one day and we're sitting there and she walked up to it thinking it was a customer until she got there, got up to his window and was like, sir, can I, never mind. Kind of thing.
It's just, I'm trying to think of the ones that I've seen. They're not even marked. I've seen, and I'm not talking like all RoboCop style where the lights
Right.
pop up out of the roof, but I've seen ones that have the light bars inside the windows,
Yep.
and then the lights are actually made into the factory lights.
Yeah.
Those ones are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd never know.
When you're being followed, you can't even tell until the lights come on, obviously.
Yeah. Then you know. Unfortunately.
But hey, you know what? What's that? What is that saying that they have? If you're willing to do the crime, do the time,
Yeah.
pay the fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll adapt it to our words today.
Yeah.
No, the debate, man. I could only watch a little bit of it, and it was just, it was a bit much for me. I'll probably rewatch it later for entertainment value later on at some later date. And like I said, I know 2 weeks out of date, we're a little behind, but hey, these things happen. We'll catch it back up to speed. One thing I can't imagine though either is, like I said, letting this whole time cause a fight between friends or family or even coworkers.
Yeah, no, dude. It's literally like where the whole nation's a house divided, and it goes down to homes and everything else. Like people are literally like hating family members over this shit.
Well, I mean, it's their prerogative. What is it? Prerogative, their thing. They want to do it. That's how they're going to handle it.
But what's the aftermath of this? Is what my question is. Okay, Trump wins. Do the Trumpers just keep sticking it down our throat 4 more years? But what if he loses? What did they say then? You know what I mean? That it was rigged, or I don't know. I feel like no matter what, they're going to be outraged whether they win or lose.
Well, but here's the thing. What's he going to say if he actually loses?
I don't know. From what I'm seeing, he's not doing so hot in these polls right now, though. And not saying I want the other guy to win either, but I'm just
no, definitely not. Who is there? Who is there? Honestly,
there's not. There's not. It's fucking horrible, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just
there's me. Write me in Menarchic 2020.
I will fucking vote for you, dude.
Yeah, write me in.
At least one vote for me, guaranteed.
See, there we go.
If nobody votes for anybody else and you get my vote, you win.
Yeah,
that's it.
I will lead us to the promised land. All right, here it is, right here, right now.
People, we're gonna follow Jim. We're gonna do this. We got to get him in office. Yeah. That's a new plan.
Yep, and if not, 2024 is not far away. Will get me in next time. I think I'm already out of the poll unless everybody in the world wrote me in.
And there's so many people that I've heard different celebrities, people on podcasts, live streams, other shows that people do, other forms of long conversation media such as this, where they've talked about just people that could run and would be better suited for office, like Kanye, Oprah. That's just to name a few.
Yeah.
What about Rollins? I know he wouldn't do it, but could you imagine that guy as president?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's got to be old enough, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's plenty old enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, they all are, man.
Have you ever read any of his books?
Yeah. I'm reading the Bad Religion one now. He'd be another good one too, Greg Graff, and he's a smart individual, man.
Yeah, he's got degrees.
Yeah,
degrees.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yep. He teaches at UCLA.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something I never delved too deep into. One, I'm not educated enough on it.
Same.
Nor do I really want to be educated.
And that's exactly it.
In the same sense, I don't complain about it either.
No, but I just don't I care, but I don't. That's kind of how it is. I do give a damn that all this bad's going on, but I don't know. I'm not gonna go through hell and educate myself on something I'm not really interested in just to voice an opinion that's on something I don't care about.
Yeah.
Enough, you know what I mean, to educate myself on it. I don't have that kind of time.
I don't know. It's, from my standpoint at least, how do people get in? For people that do certain jobs and whatnot, okay, and it's if you've ever worked with somebody that doesn't do all of their job, you'll know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's anybody that's ever been employed. But just oh well, they didn't do it. I'm gonna pick up that slack and get that done. Mm-hmm. Nobody hears about it. You think there's got to be people out there that look, there's enough people that I know aren't interested in politics. I'm going to go that route. Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Is that the case? Maybe. I don't know how people get interested into.
I don't either.
Choosing that is that a career? It's got to be, right? You get paid.
Yeah. I mean, there's career politicians, so.
I don't know, man. I guess I guess the option's going backwards though, not very good. So at least we have people that are interested, care more than our two standpoints on the matter to proceed with it.
Yeah.
I was going to bring up some spaceship, but not really fitting with all the talk. Just let's see what happens. Is there another debate?
Yeah.
Or is he too sick to do
No. As I said, they're fucking mutant mics.
Here's the other thing too, with him saying about that, and this I wanted to bring this up. Do you think that you as Jimmy or me as Nick or anybody else, okay, listening to this, watching it, whatever, anybody would not even forget our show, take the show out of the equation. Any person, any normal person that is not in the White House, not connected to that whole thing, if you get it, you think you're getting that same vaccine he got?
No.
No.
Not in a million years.
Not till it's thoroughly tested.
Yeah.
And kinks are worked out.
Yeah, and like you're telling me, like, and I also have a problem with that too. You're telling me he just took it. They let him take a test medicine. Like, what if it went wrong and killed him? They're not going to let him do that.
Right.
Sorry, but no. Like, you know,
you're putting a couple likely conspiracies out there.
But if you just think about it a little bit, like,
yeah,
like,
I mean, yeah, I already had all these questions myself.
Yeah, like I don't know. I was always question everything, man, because it's not always as it seems. Like that's how I think.
There was some app that I saw, I think, is it Newsfeed or something, but you select your sources, and when you get the source, it tells you like how it is politically biased, like which way it leans, the article.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, so and you can kind of pick and choose what you want to, but you have the option to check everything out. I don't know if it's a subscription or what it is. Newsfeed, I think it is, something like that. But it's a newer app or service where you choose, like, you make your own.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's pretty cool, man. That's kind of interesting too, to like, you know what I mean, to show you like which side, you know what I mean.
It's not the first app to do it.
No.
But yeah, they're putting it out there as something great that it tells you if it's left leaning, right leaning.
Yeah.
What source it's from.
Right. No, it's just kind of interesting.
Yeah, if you've ever seen Flipbook or anything else like that, Flipbook, you make your own magazine basically, and it shows you stuff based on things that you select when you set it up. So yeah, I don't know. One thing I want to say in short though, okay, is do I end the show with this? We could end it.
Probably.
It's been just a whole bunch. I don't know. I don't understand it.
Probably is. Yeah, because I'm running out of time anyway.
With the impeachment thing,
I don't know. It just went away.
Just went away. Oh wait, he stopped that. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. You're right.
It's hard to keep track of stuff you're not too much interested in.
Mm-hmm. Very much so. It was like when I was playing in a country band. Like I couldn't practice the music because I'm not interested in it, man. You know what I mean? Like, no, like I love playing out. I love being in a band, but like if the music doesn't do anything here, then it's not. I can't.
No, understandable.
You know what I mean?
And that goes with anything out there.
Yeah.
If you're not if you're truly not interested, yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I love playing music and stuff, and I did it for a year. But if like the time just came, or like I can't do this music anymore. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine like doing the same thing, but with computers. Like if I had like a quota to meet or something, you know, I don't think it would be. I wouldn't do a job like that. But to do something as it comes in, work on it, figure out different things. The factory level of electronic work, though, based on my limited factory experience, no, I'm not the guy for that particular job.
No, you like to troubleshoot and yada yada yada, and like you said, you're not standing on the line and like doing this. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean that's what it would be.
Yep. What is that? That's quota, like piecework. Yeah, I'm not a piecework type person. I've done a couple of them, and it's
monotonous and shitty.
I don't know, man. It's like, can't they train a monkey to do
this?
That's
exactly it.
It's like, why do they got people in here doing this work? I know robots can definitely do it, but
yeah, because people are cheaper probably
than monkeys.
Yeah.
They probably are, honestly. Yeah. Time you gotta train people, but you probably gotta train monkeys substantially more.
And robots break down, man. You know, like
so do people.
Yeah,
Jim.
but you can just fucking throw in another
$1 million
person.
Man.
Yeah.
Did he ever complain?
No. I like when they turned Peter Griffin into like the $6 man or whatever, and he had like a twig and for an arm, a trash can for a leg.
Jesus.
That was a classic.
I think I do have an ender for today. It's so easy to pick things apart and be negative on matters. Just pick them apart, tear them down, and be negative. It's a lot harder to be constructive, be positive, educate yourself on things. It
Yeah.
is so much harder to be good, but people, we gotta.
Yeah.
Like, that's,
No,
I
and
think
that's something I struggle with every day too, man. Like just
what, being positive?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
But I try to be.
It's so easy to negative. It's hard to be good, but
It's so easy to just be like, this is
as all the
bullshit.
people in this big land that's got lots of fictitious lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta, people. We gotta be good.
Yep.
I think we'll end it there. I didn't check any stuff with. Nope, nothing.
Yep,
It's
okay.
all right, man. We're gonna get out of here. Thank you for joining now and in the future. All of audio listeners, thank you especially. Anybody that takes time to sit and watch a video, you got time to commit. Awesome. Thank you as well.
We appreciate you.
We're gonna get out of here. Be back again hopefully next week.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm not going anywhere for the next couple of weeks anyway.
And we still have a country.
Yeah. For now.
All right, Henry, you did good. End the show for us, Henry. End
See
the
ya.
show.